What's up, guys? Today's vlog, I'm getting tested for COVID-19. So recently we had like a little storm overnight, and I have two jobs. I work at AutoZone as a main job, and then I work as a bouncer at a bar called Bentley's here in San Antonio. Pretty much if I want to put some extra money in my pocket, it's just something I could do overnight, you know, make a little extra $80 to $100, depending on how many nights I work, of course. So recently it rained and we had a small cold front here in Texas, and I did not have a jacket that night. So pretty much all I got from it really was just like a little bit of a sore throat. I didn't have like a cold or anything like that, but of course with everything that's going on these days, you know, our places of employment, they're not really taking any chances. So they told me I need to go get checked for COVID before I can come back and work. So that's pretty much what's on my agenda for today. Maybe do a little bit of riding around later on, but right now we're on our way to a place that somebody said you can just go ahead and get like a mouth swab, because I've seen videos. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I've seen videos of people getting this COVID test, and they're getting like these really extremely long Q-tips like stuck like down their freaking nose until they reach the back of their throat, and I'm really not trying to do that. So I asked a couple people around on Facebook and on a Facebook post, and people are saying that there's one place over here kind of off of the 35 area where Cowboys Dance Hall is, and supposedly they do the mouth swab one. So I'm leaning more towards that, and they also say that it's free. I'm not really sure how much they're actually charging to test out here for COVID-19. I hope that it's not a lot, but I'm figuring that you might have to have some sort of insurance for it to not be a lot, but that I'm just not really too sure at all. So pretty much what we're doing today. It's 3:10 in the evening. It's not too hot. Pretty cloudy, nice wind blowing. Gonna pretty much enjoy this drive. It's a little ways out, but I mean, I'd rather drive a little ways out to get tested for free. All these other places, like, they're not even walk-ins. Like, you gotta sit here and like make an appointment and all this other stuff, and I don't really have time to do that, you know. Like, I gotta get back to making my money and being at work. I don't want to be gone from work for too long. So pretty much while we're on our way here, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how I recently got my license to carry a handgun. So about a month, or maybe a month and a half, maybe pushing 2 months, I had an altercation on a certain side of town. Not really gonna say what side of town or anything like that, it doesn't really matter, but someone attempted Grand Theft Auto on me while I was at a red light. It was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and someone attempted to pretty much take my bike from me. Now, before I had my LTC, I didn't really have anything as far as a line of defense other than a really extremely big knife that I would carry in a sheath. But I mean, it's just a knife. So just something, you know. I didn't want to have nothing, you know, while I'm out here on the bike, because things do get pretty dangerous out here. Especially with the whole pandemic that's going on, a lot of people are not really right in the heads right now. So, you know, they're doing what they can to pretty much inconvenience other people. They need some way to make money, and what other way to make money than to, you know, steal a vehicle from somebody, maybe for their own personal gain. Maybe they want a bike, or maybe they want a bike to sell so they can make money, because everything's not open right now. So, but yeah, I pretty much had that incident happen, and I mean, pretty much at that point, it's just, I just decided on just like it's really time to get something done here. So pretty much what I did first, I went to actually buy a gun. Went to like 2 or 3 pawn shops and finally found something, you know, that's pretty good for me. I might do a review on the gun, but it's pretty much, it's a Springfield XDM. It's a 9mm. It's a really, really good gun. I shot it about 2 or 3 times so far. I haven't really done any serious like range time with it yet. I really want to, but the whole pandemic thing that's going on, 9mm is extremely hard to find. And if you do find a source, it's gonna cost you more than usual. There's pretty much, there's somewhat of a, I guess, a local shortage or something like that. Ever since this pandemic kicked off, everybody's getting their guns, everybody's getting their ammo. Everybody wants to be safe during this whole pandemic. I mean, for all we know, we might have a zombie apocalypse. I mean, why not, you know? So, I went and bought a gun. And then not too long after, I signed up for the LTC class. It was a 2-day course. Can't remember how much it cost. I want to say like a little less than 200, if not a little over 200. I can't remember the exact price. The name of the actual class is called License to Carry. Very good instructor, very easy class. You just blow through it in one day. You do, you know, it's a whole bunch of class, and then you go to the range to pretty much get certified on the range, you know, that you're able to shoot correctly and hit your targets. And after that, you take a nice little exam and you get your certificate of completion. That's pretty much the easiest part about getting your LTC. The hardest part is, well, right now, I'm not really sure how it was before the pandemic, but pretty much the hardest part was probably trying to get the thumbprints done and then waiting for the actual LTC to come in the mail. So, besides doing the class, you have to go online and register for an LTC. That's not really that hard to do, honestly. It does not take that long. I honestly prefer that if you're thinking about getting your LTC, that you apply for it online first. That way you have everything done. So after you take the class, all you have to do is get your fingerprints done. And then you also have to send the Texas Department of Defense, or whatever it's called. You have to send them the documentation that you pretty much completed the LTC class and some other things. And then pretty much after that, it's just the whole thing of them processing it, getting everything ready. You can actually keep track of the status of your LTC on the website that you apply for it on. And it's pretty much just a waiting game. I think I waited a good 3 or 4 weeks before mine actually came in the mail, so it actually didn't take too long. From what I'm being told, it's a week to 4 weeks after you send everything that you need to send. So, I mean, I guess I didn't wait longer than I needed to. So, I mean, I'm not sure, but I mean, it's really, really cool to go to the LTC class and learn what you need to know about handguns, when and where you can and cannot have them, what type of holsters to use. They lend you a gun for the range course if you need one. I brought my own. So, I mean, at this point, it feels like more weight off my shoulders to actually have some sort of defense if I were to run into another issue like I recently did a while back. Because at that point, I felt really, really defenseless, and I just prayed that nothing serious would have happened to me. I managed to get out of the situation. Here I am today, and it feels really, really good to be out of that situation. We're pretty much almost at the destination. I'm not really sure exactly where this place is. I know where the venue is, where people are telling me that it's at, but as far as what to look for, I mean, maybe like some tents or something. I'm not 100% entirely too sure, but hopefully it's something easy to see, because I don't want to sit here and drive around all day looking for this freaking place. Ah, this 18-wheeler is kicking up dirt. It hurts. see anything over here. Oh, there it is. I see it. Free COVID tests. If I can just get off this freaking highway. There's nobody else here. Just kind of awkward. I actually used to come to this place for college night. It's really cool. Pain-free, but is it free? Kind of just a lady like sitting here like in this trailer. It says pain-free COVID test on the side. Somebody told me that testing here was free, but it says pain-free, so I really don't know how this is gonna go. If it costs too much, I don't want to pay it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I gotta do what I gotta do so I can get back to work. Alright. How much do you guys charge for testing? Okay, that was awkward.
Okay, sorry. Were you wanting to get tested?
How much do you guys charge for it?
We do the nasal swab PCR test here, and that's $159.
Whew.
Gonna come back from the lab in a day, 1 to 2 days.
Do you know where they do like the mouth swab ones at, by any chance? No. Damn. Okay. You said Texas Med Clinic? Okay. That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sorry.
Very good. $150 for a nasal test. That's definitely not gonna happen. Alright, so leaving Alamo Cycleplex right now. Came to pick up well, not pick up, but I came to check up on the status of a part that I just recently ordered. It's pretty much just a little bolt for the clutch spring. I'm missing one, so need to check up on that and see when it's coming in. It's probably not going to be here for like another day or two. But in other news, I just got off the phone with my boss from my main job, and they're gonna let me come back instead of making me go get tested for COVID, because I told them it was $160. For some odd reason, I guess the company thought that it was free to get tested for that, but it's really not. And $160 is a very outrageous price, so I don't think they're gonna make me do that just to come back and work. So I pretty much go back to work starting tomorrow, which is extremely good news. So I'm very excited for that. I've been out of work for a week, so I'm definitely ready to go back. I was gonna go home and call Texas Med Clinic, like that lady told me, and see if they had any spots open to do like a swab test and see how much it is. She said it was free, but I'm not sure. But I mean, at this point, it's pretty much my word if I actually feel good enough to come back to work, because it's been about a week. So pretty much all I gotta do is just go back to work, sign some paperwork, you know, stating that I feel okay. Ooh, that was bad. Sign some paperwork stating that I feel okay, you know, after a week to come back and work, and that, you know, I don't feel sick anymore, which I never really did. But seeing how sore throat, I guess, is like one of the symptoms, I'm guessing, of COVID, they didn't want to chance me being there around employees, so, which is understandable. About to go home and just kick back and chill, I guess. I go back to work tomorrow, so that's pretty cool.